Sound check or no?
Sound check is good.
Okay, for now. All right. Just want to make sure. Totem Pole Nation, we're here. Monday, the man from Soul is here. A lot of things to talk about. The man from Soul. I know you've been blessed the last couple days. How was your weekend and what transpired last week?
Um, well, it's happening. We're in this process, and it's going a little. Hang on, I gotta grab something real quick. Bear with me. What the?
What's up, Bryson? What's good, Patricia? Um, Bryson, thank you for coming to the stream. Patricia, thank you for coming to the stream on Totem Pole Sports on a lovely Monday afternoon. Lovely Monday. As you're waiting from the man from Soul to get himself set up.
Yeah, we may have a special guest come to the
He
show
may have
today.
he may have a special guest on the way. That's a great way to start a Monday. Kirk Wynn is in the building.
He's there.
Kirk, what's going on, Kirk?
Oh, Lamb,
Man, yo,
good to see you, man. My man,
man,
so good to see you, Paul. How you been, my good man?
I'm chilling, man. I am chilling. You know me.
Oh, absolutely. Lambo.
Hey, we're just going through the process,
yes,
and the
sir.
process is good.
Okay,
Yes, sir, Kirk.
what's going on with the Lakers jersey, man? Talk to me.
Well, first of all, I told you I'm a Celtics fan, and I'm not a Lakers fan. I still think that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. Now, on Lambo and Match for Sports, I will be talking about LeBron and Darvin Ham getting fired. So this is just, to show America that, LeBron, he's great in what he does, and the numbers, we can't deny it. But when it comes to NBA basketball, when it comes to it, LeBron has gotten 4 or 5 coaches fired. He can pick his own squad. He can
Well,
have this. He can have this, and that, whatever. I still think Michael Jordan's the GOAT. It's not even a conversation between Michael and LeBron, not even a conversation to discuss. But how many excuses are we going to give LeBron and his team? And we know that Darvin Ham is not a great coach. We know that. I mean, he got the job because of Giannis in Milwaukee. Come on now. He got the job because of Giannis in Milwaukee. That's the only reason why he got the job. The Lakers in 2 seasons of Darvin Ham did not increase the expectations. He went 90-74. And you're talking about you barely made the playoffs. You wanted to play in. That's not good enough for Laker fans. They got to keep LeBron. I think LeBron maybe goes somewhere else. I don't know. Or do the Lakers try to draft Bronny where he stays? And that's just what I think when it comes to the Lakers. But Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Man, so you want to take
I'm snoring. LeBron's drained the ever living life out of me. I have nothing else for him. He's drained me. I mean, yeah, it's all Darvin Ham's fault. People, it's all LeBron is considering himself one of the greatest players ever, but it's a guy who's in his second year of coaching's fault. The Lakers can't beat people. Got it. Next slide.
Yeah, I agree. And it's a line for this. It's a line. You're telling me, and I know how good the Denver Nuggets are, but you're telling me you lose to the same team 12 out of 13 games? No adjustments are made. You don't have a bench. They fired. They didn't fire just him. They fired the whole coaching staff. The entire coaching staff got fired. The entire.
But they said, LeBron was vetoing moves that he was making, and and all of this and all of that. And again, it's like, why would you want to coach LeBron? When you win, he's going to get all the credit. No one was talking about Frank Vogel winning the championship. He did nothing. LeBron did everything.
Yep.
And now his buddy, his podcast buddy, JJ Redick, why would he want to sign up for that?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Redick, I lost a little bit of respect for you to take that job.
Yeah, I can't see it neither, man.
You've never been an NBA coach, so now it's just you're doing it because you're LeBron's buddy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna check on that a little bit too. So not LeBron Lakers organization and really mess up their books. Let's just keep it real. I mean, trading pieces in and out of there when you don't need to. I like to go back to the Anthony Davis trade. Like LeBron orchestrated that. Lambeau, man, my man from Seoul, we talk about this all the time. You go trade away Josh Hart, Ingram, all them young pieces. All you had to do was be patient. Just be patient. Let them guys develop. Nope, couldn't do it. I got to face. So then look at you. Because Josh Hart, all them dudes are balling there. You remember they balling up a bit.
I mean,
all messed up now.
And that's a great point. And again, we talked about this earlier, Lambeau. I said, Kurt, what is the common theme and common thread of the teams left in the playoffs? To include the team that had the best record in the league this year, the Boston Celtics. Half of their team was drafted by that team.
Mm-hmm.
You still have to build your team and your role players and your guts of your team through the draft. LeBron just wants to show up somewhere and blow everything up and start buying people and tell people to come play with them and hang out with them. That doesn't work. Indiana Pacers, Minnesota Timberwolves. Look at it. Look at their rosters. Those guys have got over half the roster was. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Drafted good young
OKC.
OKC including all them draft picks from the Clippers. When the Clippers wanted Paul George, they traded Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander put on his Instagram post that trade, that picture. And OKC got about multiple draft picks. I can't remember the GM's name from the Oklahoma City, but I gotta give him a lot of credit.
No, he's the man.
A lot of draft picks. A lot of draft picks. Wait, plenty of draft picks. And you know who else got plenty of draft picks? The Boston Celtics. And that big three trade. Brad Stevens went from head coach to now replacing Danny Ainge. I didn't like. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I know we all top. Let me be honest. I didn't like that Marcus Smart trade, but it's paying off. It is paying off.
Yes, for sure.
We're accumulating draft picks, and that's what it comes down to. Accumulating draft picks. It's not as easy as you think it is.
Yeah, and again, draft picks are used for two things. It's to build the team, and then when it's time to go get one player to add to your stuff, you got capital to spend. You don't just wipe the whole roster and I want him, and him, and him, and him. Dude, that doesn't work. Look at the Nuggets. The Nuggets are a drafted basketball team.
Yes, they are.
Yep, and they added a couple vets. You know what I mean? Obviously,
yes,
Jeff
like
Green.
Gordon did he came in.
Yeah.
But Porter
KCP.
Jr., the Joker. KCP. But again, they're role players. You didn't bring in stars that you had to play max contracts to. No, just guys that add to what you drafted. Now you've got a long ass bench, and they're just like the Pacers. The Pacers have some players, nice quality starters, but more importantly, they got depth to play with anybody. They can just play because they got people that they've drafted that aren't making a bunch of money in max contracts. Like LeBron. Matter of fact, we talked. He should just retire.
The Phoenix Suns only have one second round draft pick for next year, and then no first.
Because they tried to pull a LeBron. They brought in three dudes and a bunch of dudes from the park and said, "Hey, we're going to run through the league."
Yep.
What? And they got no draft pick. They got no draft pick for 6 years.
The Suns are in trouble.
Yeah, no draft picks, no bench.
No bench. They have no.
You can blame Draymond Green for that. because he ran him out of Golden State because he knew that he was going to be the guy out there to keep Durant. He made Durant quit or ask for a trade and not want to be back. It was strategic on his part because he knew he was going to be the odd man out when it came to getting paid.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Lambeau, sad, man. I just when they traded for KD and the Suns had a nice bench with Cameron Payne. Remember Cameron Payne?
Yes. The other dude from Carolina that's with the Brooklyn Nets now.
Yep. And
they had a nice bench. That team with Chris Paul and Aiden.
Nice bench. They said, all right, we'll give you KD, but we're wiping your bench away. And I knew last year when get nothing from the bench, Lambeau, man, from Seoul, I'm like, this is a wrap. They can't do nothing. KD, Booker, go give us 80 a night. That's not.
And they still lose. Lose.
Yeah. I mean, can they ball? Absolutely. But it's street ball. It's total street ball. And you gotta get down to X's and O's at some time. You just gotta do it, man. And then another thing too, you just gotta be patient. Like, just be patient. Draft your dudes and be patient. Minnesota.
But LeBron doesn't allow you to do that because he takes the air out of the room and makes you make decisions that you don't want to make.
I mean, Lambeau, Paul Man from Seoul. This is a great segment. Minnesota Timberwolves could have easily packed up Cat 2 years ago. Nope. Stuck with added. Stuck with it for a few years. He's a problem, man.
And again, they realized who they were and who he was. They knew he was a stretch four that wanted to play on the outside. So go get Gobert to clean up the boards. Let's play with two bigs because he's not a banger. He's not gonna. He doesn't. That's not his game. Nope. It's not Cat's game is to be all over the place. So let Gobert be the rim protector and your guy that gets boards. That's a tough basketball team, man, to deal with. It's gonna be tough to deal with.
I like their vet point guard and Conley. He's been around a while, seen a lot. They're going to be a hard out, Lambeau. They really are. I cannot wait to tune in tonight and see what Malone has brought to the table because I think they're in trouble, man. Joker looked gassed, even in Denver on Saturday night. He looked gassed running up and down his home court. I'm like, man, this is ugly. This is going to be ugly, man. But even another team that has to be patient, and I think they are, is the young Orlando Magic. Just be patient. You got Stubbs over there, Banchero, some good role players, and Anthony, and they just be patient. But now you can go out and add a dude, like you said, man. Add a nice dude in there, and not break your bank. A nice vet to bring them guys up. Don't trade away a whole roster to bring in Don't do that. Don't do that, Orlando. They're in a good spot. They're in a really good spot. But they're gonna do something crazy. You watch. Next couple of years, Lambeau, you watch. They're not gonna win it or battle with the Celtics. They're gonna be ready to just be patient. Ask the Warriors. The Warriors were patient. Remember when Curry was nicked up the first 2 to 3 years?
Yep.
And then it took them some time to kind of get it going. Just
then they got, they won that championship in 2015. They got Barbosa. They got Iguodala. Those key pieces.
Key pieces. Yes, it was, man. I'll start with you, Lambeau. Pacers at Knicks tonight, game 1.
Oh, give me the Knicks. Give me the Knicks, baby.
Man.
The Knicks are scary. Now, here's why. The Indiana Pacers don't play defense, but they score a lot of points. Tom Thibodeau, they play defense. Tom Thibodeau, a long time. He was the Chicago Bulls head coach for Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, Timberwolves head coach. He was also the assistant when Doc Rivers won a championship in 2008 in Boston. That elite defense, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. The Knicks gonna play defense, and the Pacers can't guard Jalen Brunson. I don't think anybody can, but the Pacers gonna have a hard time shutting down Jalen Brunson. They're gonna have a hard time. Then you got the Villanova boys. You got Dante. You got Josh Hart. The Villanova boys, they are nice. They're
They are nice.
nice.
Hey, let
The
me interject.
Knicks, the Knicks will win game one. They
I-
will win game one.
Let me interject really quick. I do like the Villanova boys, but don't y'all feel that they're a bit small out there, though? They just look small to me. I mean, is that just me?
No, no,
They
no, no. They're
small out
small.
and
They're
Denzo
small.
and
They're
Josh
small.
Hart and them boys. They just look small to me, man.
Don't forget, I know they don't have Julius Randle, but Anunoby has stepped up.
Oh
He
yeah,
has stepped up. Definitely stepped up. And then Hartenstein, when he does not foul Joel Embiid 5 times in the third quarter, yeah, he stepped up as well. He's a key part in defensive rebounding and stuff. I get it. The Pacers got Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam. I understand that. But it's defense, right? I thought defense wins championships. I'm trusting a Tom Thibodeau coach defense than Rick Carlisle. No disrespect to Rick Carlisle. They can shoot threes. He won a championship with the Dallas Mavericks. Not disrespecting the guy, but
okay.
the,
Mm-mm.
the New York Knicks will win game one.
Okay, who do you like in the series?
Okay, that's for the mosquito thing
You said what?
I said, who do
on
you like to win
podcast.
the series, Lambo? You said you like
Yeah.
game one, but who do you like to win the series?
Oh, New York Knicks. That's gonna be
Wow.
Boston. That's gonna be
I want
Boston
to
and New York in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay, okay. Boston, New York. I'll take
I,
that.
I take the Knicks in six. Knicks in
Nick,
six.
okay. Game two tonight, Lambo. I'll go back to you as well. Minnesota at Denver, game two. Who you like?
Ooh, this is tough. Now Denver did struggle, and Edwards did drop 40. I think Denver's gonna come back focused. I know Jamal Murray was scoreless in like the first half or the second quarter in that first game. Um, man,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard to doubt Ant Edwards. It's very hard to. But it's like, is Denver going to be down 0-2? I don't see Denver being down 0-2. Now, this could go either way. But I'm putting my money on Ant Edwards
Go
and the
ahead.
Wow.
Timberwolves to go up
Lock
Okay.
in.
2-0. They're going to go up 2-0 against the Denver Nuggets tonight. They're going to go up 2-0. I mean,
No,
and
no,
the
no, no,
Denver
no, no,
Nuggets
no, no,
don't
no,
got to
no,
answer
no,
for
no,
it.
no, 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 no. Give
Okay.
me the Nuggets and the points. The Nuggets and the points. The Timberwolves came and got what they needed to get. This is going to be a rout. They're gonna they're gonna and then they're gonna fold the 10 up because once they start getting housed, there's no reason to go get anything because they're going home. They got what they needed to get,
Hey, who's gonna get
and that was
housed?
a dub.
The Timberwolves are getting housed?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Lambo, I've got another special guest coming on. Coming to you live from Chester, Virginia.
Chester,
I think
Virginia.
Chester, Virginia. He'll be on in a second.
Oh my God! So you think the Timberwolves are getting housed tonight, man, in Denver?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's the spot, man. That's the spot. They don't look. Denver is going to play the best basketball they've played all year because they have to. There's no choice tonight, and it'll just be too much because they'll play. They'll just like okay, Lambo. Remember when the Heat got a game from the Celtics? They turned the gas up the next game.
Yeah, that's true. When the Heat was hitting all them threes, oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah. That's that. I remember that game. I remember that.
So that's how the Nuggets are going to route them. Oh my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Chester. It's the sheriff, Action Jackson.
What's up, fellas?
Yo, Jackson, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? How you feeling, baby?
Jackson, it's so good to see you, man.
NBA action. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Hey, we were just talking about that Denver, Minnesota game tonight, man. Like tonight, Jackson. Talk to us.
I like Minnesota, but they're playing with fire. They woke up the Joker. It should be a nice little matchup. But Edwards is that dude. He's a problem. He's a problem. He's a problem, dog. He's a problem.
He is.
I think they're gonna hand the keys to the league to him, man. At one point in time, I just think he's gonna be that guy. You know.
Oh, without a doubt, Jackson. I'm with you, man. You know what? We're gonna stay right here with Jackson, man. Who you like, Knicks Pacers tonight, Jackson? Give us your take on that.
They playing in Indiana or they playing in New York?
They in New York.
They in New York. I'm gonna say Madison Square Garden should be lit. I think the Knicks will probably get it. I don't know the over under or the spread right now at the moment, but at the same time, I think the home team has a nice home team. Second round is a nice place to be. And Madison Square Garden is a nice place to be because they ain't never got there. So now it's electrical. It's a little warm over there, so it should get some movement. Who you like?
No doubt. Yo, man from Seoul, Knicks Pacers tonight, my good man. Talk to us.
I agree with Lambo. I think I gotta go Knicks. It's this Garden. It's game one. I think that the style here tonight, because it's at Madison Square, is defense will prevail tonight. Thibodeau's defense, and then the Pacers will be the team needing to make the adjustment game two. The Knicks will get to play their brand of ball. It's not going to be pretty tonight because they're going to get all up in the Pacers, and it's just gonna. I'd take the under if I was betting this game because the Knicks are going to show up and play defense, and then it's Pacers. What do you do game two? You know, you're going to have to make some adjustments to get out of there with a win and not go home 0-2.
I like that under.
Nice.
And yeah, taking the under like that. That is going to be key. Wow. The NBA playoffs. Woo.
Lambo, talk to us.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Lakers next coach. Since the subject matter is the Lakers today, you're wearing the jersey. Give us the Lakers next coach, Lambo.
well, maybe everybody. I think Ty Lue maybe, but is he gonna leave the Clippers? Not sure. I think the Clippers' big three is gonna be broken down as well because they just seem Kawhi Leonard's hurt and they just can't do anything. They can't get out the first round. It doesn't matter what happens if Kawhi Leonard was healthy. I don't want to hear any excuses when it comes to the Clippers. You know, if Kawhi was healthy, you know, y'all won a game without him. It ain't like y'all got blown out. But let me tell you something. The Dallas Mavericks are built different. Luka and Kyrie being 13-0 in closeout games. I think the Lakers' next head coach is probably going to be either Mike Budenholzer. Mike Budenholzer. Mike Budenholzer won a championship with the Bucks. He was a former Atlanta Hawks head coach. I like to see Ty Lue. That's what everybody wants. But I think it's going to be maybe Mike Budenholzer or maybe
Whoa,
Mike Budenholzer. Yeah.
the old Bucks coach.
The old Bucks coach. Ty Lue.
No, well, I tell you what, Buttonhoser, he deserves a job somewhere in this league.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, good God. I mean, but I can't. But again, LeBronto, he gets a say in this, and that's not a LeBronto guy.
No, he's not.
Ty Lue stays, and that's your best option is Mike Budenholzer.
Oh my gosh, man.
Well, I mean, Ty Lue saying the right things right now that he wants to be back with the Clippers and all this, but
money talk.
That would be an absolute. Honestly, that'd just be an absolute disaster. Look, there's nowhere for LeBron to go right now. Like I think he's. I mean, but matter of fact, we were just saying. I think he's worn out his welcome in just the city of Los Angeles. I think he needs to plan an exit strategy. Like I think he needs to go back and let's do Cleveland for the third time and to see if the third time's a charm. It's time for him to leave, dude. I mean,
you said take him back home.
He did what he did everywhere else. He messed up their roster. He messed up their books. They have no draft picks. And then he just takes off and leaves like he did Miami. He left your boy Riley with nothing. And they couldn't get nothing for him. The last time he just left Cleveland, man, it was just like the first time when he left J.R. Smith and all those dudes that had so much money that their books were just stupid, messed up. And then he shows up in LA. I was like, "Hi, I'm here. It's LeBron." You know, it's like a fresh start for me. But behind me is just a pile of dog mess.
Oh my God.
That's him. And again, now, Lambo, if he doesn't pick up his option and leaves this roster behind him, look what he's leaving them. A team that just barely made the play-in. That is not even a playoff team anymore. Even with AD, they're scraping. I mean, that is just, and they have no way of acquiring anything. Thanks, LeBron. Thank you.
Oh my God, that's a Lambo. That's kind of a great point there, man. Like,
You can't let one guy run an organization. And hey, Lambo, what do you think is going to look like when he's the owner in Las Vegas? What do you think that organization is going to look like? He'll be the owner. He'll be the NBA's Jerry Jones.
Yes. No,
I'm telling
Not
you,
good.
I will promise you, I will bet a paycheck that he's going to be the owner of the Las Vegas franchise. They're holding it for him.
Yeah.
That's his gift for being good to the NBA. He's going to get that franchise. They're going to play at T-Mobile. And one of his boys are going to be the president of basketball operations. Watch.
Yep.
And then let's see how he puts roster together, roster construction, and all that stuff. But it's going to be just a spectacle.
Oh my God.
A spectacle.
Well, how about this? How about this? Let's talk a little positive. Let's give some credit to the Dallas Mavericks. Let's give the credit to Kyrie, Luka. Let's give credit to Jason Kidd because he just got extended after the series win on this weekend. The series win where they beat the Clippers in 6 games. He got an extension. He made the playoffs for the second time in 3 years, despite the controversial last year when I guess they purposely didn't make the playoffs. Whatever you want to call it, they purposely didn't make the playoffs. But let's give credit to Dallas. Let's just give credit to them getting Kyrie in a trade. The Dallas Mavericks, they looking good.
They are
Now,
looking good, Lambo.
Again, that's another team that I don't know who's down low for them because they drafted half of their basketball team. But I was just thinking, that's a possible landing spot for LeBronto. He could be okay there because he doesn't have to carry the thing.
That's true.
That's something you said about drafting their guys. The man, so I like Lively, the second from Duke.
Yes,
footer,
active big,
young and catching dunks down there. And your boy Kid can coach. He can coach, man.
Yeah.
And no, credit Lambo to the Mavs. I like their young team, man. They're coming. The Mavs are coming, man. And I think Luka's at his best when he's not taking so many threes and step back threes, when he's just slowing the game down and finding open shoot. That's what
And Luka's a nice facilitator too, man.
Oh,
he can facilitate. He'll get the double down. He kicks out.
And again, that's what I'm saying. If LeBron could ever take a back seat, that would not be a bad team to be on for him. But I don't think he can do that.
I never thought about the Mavs, but you know what's holding back is Kyrie. He ain't gonna join Kyrie again. But take a back seat to get a chip because you go there and be okay. You definitely could.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be the man. That's where he's got to find. He's got to find a place that he doesn't have to be the man and he can sit down. But he's still a major contributor. And I like the Mavs because on the Mavs, he's the third wheel when it comes to scoring. That's where he wants to live, where he can squeeze out 2 or 3 years on a team like that.
Yeah.
Because he's not carrying the water.
Yeah, too many minutes with the Lakers, even during the season. It's just too much, man. And it's too much. Not a bad landing spot.
What did they extend Kid's contract out to?
Oh, man.
They gave him 3 more years?
I think 3 to 4 year. Yeah, they
3 to 4 years.
they said you ain't going nowhere, which I think is a good move, man. Just keep him there. Um, but like you said,
Keep him in his
Jackson, you
thing.
got to deal with that problem over there in Minnesota for a while now. So that is a problem, and don't let him get a chip this year. My goodness gracious!
God, that'll be a
Don't
big
let
problem.
don't let him get a chip, because that's the end of the Nuggets run. That'll be a wrap.
That'll be a wrap. They're still, and because they're trying to break that all up too. But
They gonna have
Joker show up tonight. We'll see.
Joker and Jamal. I think they're good. So I mean, they got Joker, Jamal, and Michael Porter. They got a nice three in there, but Caldwell
They got a
Pope
nice three.
showed me his.
Three.
They got a nice three, but he showed me his age the other night against Ant Edwards. My goodness, he was lighting them dudes
He couldn't
up.
keep up. He couldn't. He couldn't. Yeah.
Up, man.
No.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson. And even Jamal Murray had trouble keeping up with him, man. He was just cooking Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's too slow. I think about that. So that's
Yeah.
if the Timberwolves win it. Who do y'all like to win that series? Y'all like Denver to win it?
No.
Give me the Timberwolves in the upset.
And they're going to the finals.
Timberwolves upset.
The Timberwolves
They're going
going
to
to the
NBA
finals.
finals.
I don't see the
Timberwolves and the Celtics.
That's maybe.
That could be a
Maybe.
nice little. That could be a nice
I
series.
think this now. If the Timberwolves, well, no, I think the Timberwolves could beat the Mavericks and OKC. I think that's what they. I think they could
Yeah.
beat the back because of size. So if the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets, they go into the finals. They go into the
Well,
finals.
I'll tell you what. If I don't care if the Timberwolves play the Celtics, which I think is the
You think it's a good matchup?
I think it's the worst matchup for the Celtics out of all the teams coming out of the West. The Celtics better win, or man, they got a lot of questions to answer.
Lambeau, talk to us, Celtic fan. What do you think?
Man, we played what? Cleveland. Look, I'm not going to underestimate Cleveland because, Donovan Mitchell, he is that guy. And I
He
know
is.
his teammates don't score a lot. He scored all of their points in the fourth quarter in game 6. But, we just got to play it one game at a time. We got to execute. We play them tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So if we execute, do what we're supposed to do. I know we're going to miss Porzingis for a couple games due to that, another injury when it comes to Porzingis. Hopefully he comes back healthier. But the Celtics, I think will advance. I think Cleveland's going to be a wipe. I think it'll be 5 games because the Celtics know how to lose one game. So I guess I'll give them Celtics in 5 because they not going to be able to sweep the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are going to fight. It's going to be a tough series. The Cavaliers ain't no joke. They're not just no whack team. They obviously done some things. I give credit to JB Bickerstaff and their coaching staff, for Cleveland actually being relevant again. Not winning a championship, but they're being relevant without LeBron James. So I'm gonna give the Cavaliers credit, but I'm the only team I'm worried about the Eastern Conference Finals is New York Knicks. It's the only team I'm worried about. The New York Knicks.
Yeah, they don't have enough.
I don't think so neither, Lambeau.
I just think that I don't know if I can see the Celtics beating the Denver or Minnesota in the finals. I just don't see it. I don't.
Lambeau, what's wrong, man?
And again, Lambeau, and again, I'm not a hater, Lambeau. This is my problem with the Celtics. I hate the fact that they shoot so many threes. Like they want to be the Warriors, but they're not the Warriors. That's the problem with them. They don't do anything in the paint. All they want to do is crank up threes. Dude, when you're talking about the Joker, when you're talking about the Cat and that big man down low, yo, you got to go get some boards. Somebody's got to get some boards. And they're gonna put. I mean, Porzingis and Horford are gonna get pushed around against both of those teams. They're a finesse basketball team, man. They better hit at a 50% clip the entire series. Okay, now I can see y'all winning and thing. But man, they better shoot the lights out for the whole series, or they're in big trouble because they get nothing. They get no two.
I don't know, Lambo. I guess. And it up, right, Lambo?
Say that again.
Celtics gonna win it all, right, Lambo?
Damn right they're gonna win it all. They gonna win it all. They're
Woo!
gonna win it all. The Boston Celtics are gonna win it all.
It's gonna be hard, Lambo.
It's gonna be hard, but we gonna win it all.
It's gonna be real hard.
Right?
Can they do it?
Yeah, we gonna do it.
They're gonna figure out how to trick it up, man. They're gonna trick it up, man. Well,
I ain't worried about my Celtics. All we gotta do is take it one game at a time, take it one day at a time, and then the Boston Celtics will be back in the finals, and they will win. They will make history for the first time since 2008.
Okay. So if the Celtics go and say they play the Timberwolves, who's checking it?
Who's checking it, man? Ooh, Jaylen Brown.
You're welcome.
Jaylen Brown.
That's a
He gonna get cooked up.
But if that's that's
he gonna
tough.
get cooked up though.
And who's guarding Tatum? Who's guarding Tatum?
What's the dude? This the dude that was hitting the threes?
Richardson?
No, not Richardson. No, he comes off the bench. Never.
Nas Reed gonna guard him?
He can guard Tatum. He ain't a
off the bench though.
Ant-Man.
Starting.
Ant-Man's guarding Tatum.
Well, Ant-Man ain't gonna be tired. He gonna be scoring on the point. He gonna be tired on defense.
Dude, if he can hang in Denver and drop 3, he can deal with the Celtics. That'll be a matchup to see. I can't call that one, man. That'll just be a good matchup to see. It's just that their length is going to be tough for the Celtics to match too, man. They're long out there.
There you are.
Long. They're long like Syracuse.
They long, yeah, I agree. But I mean, we'll see how it plays on the field. We'll see what happens in June. That's all I can say about that. We'll see. Okay. We'll see what happens in June.
We'll see what happens.
Look, man, I've never besides the Warriors, I've never seen someone just shoot outside jumpers and win the NBA championship. And that's what the Boston Celtics are going to be forced to do. They better hit at a high clip. But they're going to have a lot of problems because they've made themselves one-dimensional for no reason. Like they fell in love with three-pointers, and I don't understand why. Why do you have to do that? You have two horses like Tatum that can get to the bucket. Man, get to the bucket. Stop shooting threes.
Stop playing around with them mofos.
Two horses like who, man?
He said two horses,
like Tatum and Jaylen Brown?
Well, how about this?
But you know what, though, Lambo? I think they're going to need Porzingis to win it, man. Can they get there? I think they can reach the finals without Porzingis, but to win it, they're going to need some contributions from him, man. They got to get some for Porzingis, man. And he's going to get pushed around with his paper-thin self. I mean, he's a little paper-thin there, Lambo. You got to admit. Porzingis is long, but he's paper-thin, too. You gotta admit that, Celtics fan.
I mean, we'll see what happens on the court. We'll see if Timberwolves can make it there. We'll see.
Let's switch gears to
who's checking? Who's
OKC and Dallas? Right? Is that the next series?
Yeah.
Oh man!
Wow.
Yeah, a nice one.
Yeah,
that's
interesting.
I think I'm gonna be paying attention to that one.
Wow.
Wow.
That's interesting.
I think I'm gonna be paying attention to that one.
Wow.
Oh,
That's tough. That's gonna be tough because you got Luca, but then you got Shea Alexander, you got Josh Giddey, you got Dort. Dort plays great defense for OKC. He plays great defense. I mean, that's gonna be tough. I think this is gonna be a 7-game series between both of these teams. This is gonna be a 7-game series.
No, yeah, I can see it looking like Cleveland or Orlando. Like you just win it on your home floor. Yeah. Yeah, I can
yeah.
see that. 7 games.
I guess I haven't watched OKC enough, and I think they just look kind of gray to me. And not trying to shame on them. I just don't think they have enough. I don't think they have enough for Dallas. I just don't, and I could be wrong. I see Dallas in 6 or 7. They just still look a little thin out there to me. Just correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen. I just don't see OKC beating these guys. I just don't, man. Too much Luka, too much Jason Kidd, man. What do you
Too
guys
much
think?
Kyrie.
Too much what?
Too much Kyrie.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? Kyrie's the 2 now, and I think he likes that, man. I mean, Luka's that dude dropping 30 a game, and Kyrie's like, hey, I'll beat you down with a 3 here, a little 3 there, and his trips are
And guess
still.
what? I'll pick up where he's slacking at because I can get to the hole and create. Yo, what's the name? Is like that, man.
Who?
Kyrie is special.
Yeah, oh,
Kyrie is special. Special. Let me
yo,
get the Kyrie special with the words.
yo, Jack, his handles are just off the charts, man. Like
No.
he was just born to handle the ball.
And Paul George couldn't keep up.
No.
Paul George couldn't keep up at
But
all.
so if I'm Ty Lue, I wouldn't resign back with the Clippers. You're just I wouldn't do it, man. I just wouldn't. I
He
think
got Kawhi. He got the claw. He got the claw over there, man. He got the claw.
I'm telling you, man.
Claw.
Well, I think they went on and signed Kidd to that multi-year contract, but they're talking with Ty Lue because they don't want him to jump ship over there to the Lakers. I think that's what LeBron wants. I think he wants Ty Lue.
But then I heard last week that JJ Redick was in the loop too. Man,
Yep.
if they put JJ Redick in there, come on, bro.
Yeah, because they're doing that little podcast thing together now, him and LeBron.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No,
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, don't. No. Nope.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Nope. Don't do it.
He'll put the Lakers in a badass position again.
I wouldn't do it, man. I don't know, man. I wouldn't want the Lakers job. I wouldn't want that job. But
And Durham Ham didn't have any business with that damn job.
do we even know LeBronto is a sure thing to come back?
I'm sure.
I think there's a possibility that maybe LeBron wants to join Steph Curry and go to State. What if Klay Thompson don't come back?
What
Is Draymond coming back? Is Draymond gonna be back there?
Yeah, Draymond got a 4-year extension. He gonna be back.
Yeah,
so he got the 4-year extension. All right, Dre got the 4.
Klay Thompson's a free agent.
That's gonna be interesting if people because he going with a bag at.
Yes, he going to get his money,
He
doubt.
He going to get his bag right now because he like, yo, I'm almost on the out of the year. My years is almost over. I got a little gas in this tank. Let me go ahead and get this check. I ain't gotta be the number one, but I can get it though.
Yep, let me go get this check, man, for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if Klay Thompson becomes a free agent. I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics offer him some money. I wouldn't be surprised.
They got money too. They got room.
Yeah, I
But
wouldn't be surprised.
they got money over there in Boston. I thought they signed Jalen and Tatum to
I don't
2
think
max.
They did, but we still got money.
Yeah, I do. Okay. I mean, that's not a bad spot for him, man. Man, who knows what Clay, man? I mean, what team's gonna give him a nice deal, knowing that he is on the tail end? Jackson. I mean, if I'm a team, I ain't trying to break the bank neither. I mean, yeah, his resume is nice, and I mean, a couple of nights in the regular season, he'll give you a 30, 40 point night, but I wouldn't break the bank, but somebody probably will, though. You know, I just don't see who. It'll be interesting to see where he's going to go. Very interesting to see. I don't see LeBron hanging out with Steph Curry and Golden State. They don't have. Plus, J. Ron.
you don't see him going to Golden State, man.
I don't see LeBron going there with Steph, man. I can just see him and Draymond getting into it, or Draymond ain't doing something right. It just wouldn't work, man.
They throwing blows. They gonna be throwing
Yes,
blows in that joint. Straight
I was about to
jabs.
say LeBron's like you popping off in my face. I think LeBron would take it to his ass, like for real. I don't see him going there, man. I don't see him going to Golden State. I mean, going back to the Lakers would be the safe bet, but going back, I like New York, Cleveland, and the man from Seoul. You just mentioned a new team today. I did not see the Mavericks until you mentioned that. I just didn't see that, but that could be a nice landing spot.
That could be a
LeBron.
nice little possibility.
Yeah, I don't. Man, let the Lake Show do what they do, man. Don't even go back there. Let them figure out a coach.
I
LeBron
got
got
a team. I got a team that nobody's been talking about that LeBron could go to. The Philadelphia 76ers. Does he want to play with Embiid, Tyrese Maxey? The 76ers are going to make a lot of changes due to getting knocked out in the first round. But Nick Nurse is not the problem as the coach. They've been having problems for a while. But Kelly Oubre, Kyle Lowry, and Nick Batum have expired contracts at the end of the season, and this is bad because you paid Tobias Harris all that money for that man to be a bum, and you should have kept Jimmy Butler, but you didn't keep Jimmy Butler. You say you're gonna give the extension to Tobias Harris, he ain't do nothing. So what's gonna happen in Philly? How Tobias Harris get the money over Jimmy Butler? I take Jimmy Butler over Tobias Harris any day. That man's a bum.
oh,
Yeah, look, man,
Jimmy buckets.
I can't.
yeah. I can't
I
just
need. I
I
just want him out of there, man.
want who out of where?
I just want LeBron out of LA. That would annoy me if he went back because they don't have nothing. They don't have anything going on. They besides hiring a new coach.
Well, Trey
They
Young was
can't cut
brought up.
the roster. They can't trim the fat on the roster. They need a whole new damn roster, if you ask me.
Yeah,
But y'all think about Philly?
Who?
but you
Philly.
okay? But okay,
Just go
wait.
back to Cleveland.
Yeah, this is the one thing I say about Philly though, Lambo. Batum and all them dudes, bring them back. You don't have to sign them to big deals. Bring them back, and you can add a LeBron if Embiid can stay healthy. They can make a run.
Bring them bums back.
They're not
Bring
bums
the
though, dude. They made it far with the unhealthy Embiid. They're okay. I don't think they're bums.
the 76ers are okay.
Yeah.
They lost to the Knicks without Julius Randle. What you mean they're okay? This is not that. Do y'all still trust the process in Philly? Because how many times has Philly had a team and choked?
So it's
You
not the
still
coach.
trust the process?
So it's the players then?
I mean, yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta put we gotta put some blame on the players. It's not all on the coach. It gotta be equal.
Okay. I'll
It's gotta
take
be
that.
on the coach and the players. It gotta
Uh,
be equal.
okay, Lambo, I'll take that too. You're right. Coaches and players. So that's a hard team to figure out then, man, because I don't think they're bums. I mean, Embiid.
Tobias Harris is a bum. He has done nothing with the extension that Tobias has had. Tobias Harris has done nothing. Where were they? Where were they at? Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey are the system in Philadelphia. Nobody else steps up. Joel
True.
Embiid and Tyrese Maxey are the system.
Okay, so do you say, hey, any suitor out there want to trade for Tobias Harris? We're on the phone. Let's go. Let's see what we can get. Is that
Get
what you?
Paul. You can get LeBron or Paul George.
And that solves all their problems?
Uh, if Joel Embiid can't stay healthy, I don't think it solves all their problems. But they can use a little bit more depth on the bench.
No, it does, and that's why I said they're hard, Lambo. They're hard to figure out because Embiid is going to take you but so far, man. I just don't trust Embiid. Can he ball? Yes. I don't. That's a hard place to land, man. If you can go, hey, Embiid, are you going to get us through 82 games plus the playoffs? Probably
Yeah,
not.
I don't think. Yeah,
I
I
just,
don't know if LeBron is signed up for that.
No, he
yeah,
won't.
but
Dude,
you
I think he's Cleveland or bust, man. He's Cleveland or back to LA to be the eighth seed or seventh seed, whatever. Because they ain't moving up the ladder. They're not moving anywhere. Like, and I can't believe I just can't believe JJ Redick would take that job because he's going to do what? Fail.
yeah,
He thinks JJ Redick think he the next Phil Jackson. He gonna run a triangle offense. He the next Phil Jackson. I'm running triangle offense with Kobe Bryant. I got Kobe Bryant, Paul Gasol, Ron Artest, Luke Walton,
Dude,
Derek Fisher. He
oh,
think he got that squad.
yeah. It was nice when Phil had all them pieces up in there, wasn't it, Phil?
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't coach, Phil, but darn, you had pieces too. I mean, darn, you had a roster. Easy to run a triangle when you got them dudes.
You had a nice little Phil.
Yeah, man.
Philly Phil.
He had an 11-year run, Jackson. Shoot.
Yeah,
Yep.
nice one.
1-6 with the Bulls, 5 with the Lakers. 1 with Shaq, without Shaq.
Phil
Yeah,
had
that
it.
was a nice. Phil had a nice run.
Yes, he did.
A nice run. And you can't get mad at him. But he had pieces, though. He had pieces. I do say that. Fucking Ron
We got
Harper, Tony Kukoc. Yeah, they had a nice run. He had nice pieces, man.
we got anybody got any last words before we end this for today for Total Pole Sports?
no, enjoy the games. And I like the under in the Pacers Knicks game.
Question, gentlemen. Are y'all staying up on the East Coast to catch that Denver game?
Oh yeah.
I am.
I am. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah.
No.
This is the NBA playoff, man. I gotta watch it.
You got to.
Gotta watch it. It's
Hey,
NBA.
I want him to just go up somebody and just dunk. You know, just stare him down tonight. He's due for a dunk tonight.
Who?
Ant-Man. He's gonna quietly rise up on somebody and just dunk up in their
That
face.
dude. That dude.
Just don't get hurt. And if it's a blowout, take all your guys out and just head back to Minneapolis. Don't get cute. You got your W. Get on out of there.
Your head coach already got hurt because Mike Conley ran into him in Game 6, Game 7, or Game 4. He ran into the coach.
He got clipped up, man.
So
he on crutches and everything, yo.
No, I think it's gonna be a blowout, dude. It's gonna be like 120 something to 90 something.
nah.
The Nuggets.
I'm taking them. I'm taking the Timberwolves and the Knicks.
Okay.
Timberwolves and the Knicks. Okay.
We'll figure it out in the next.
Well, if the T-Wolves do win tonight, the series is over.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Denver's not going.
If they go in there and get one at MSG, yeah, it's the wrap.
Gentlemen,
Well,
it's been a pleasure.
Well, Totem Pole Nation, we will be back tomorrow for more content. This is Totem Pole Nation. We are sponsored by St. Pete Rejuvenate. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you get your merch at TotemPoleNation.com. And we are also sponsored by Autograph.io. You can use our code at Totem Pole Nation to sign up for free. That is the business of the GOAT, the greatest quarterback of all time that we're in negotiations with soon. But adios. Make sure y'all have a great night. Go Timberwolves and go New York Knicks.